And guess who's back? It's Kaczynski to do some more pre-calculus with you. So I know we had so much fun in the last three. I thought we should do one more problem together. And who doesn't love animal growth? You might see this function later if we get a chance to cover lesson 3.5. This is called logistic growth, and it looks like this. And their scientists are currently talking right now about COVID-19, and we're trying to get our country from the spreading of the disease to the containment of the disease. But this problem's a little more optimistic. This is the growth of animals, and who doesn't love animals in nature? So let's just jump right in. I'm sorry for talking too much. So we have the model here. Now we're trying to get the model to reach 1/2 of the carrying capacity. And if we read it, we see the carrying capacity is 1,200. So we're trying to get the population to achieve half of that. So here's the equation that we're trying to solve. Now, a couple days ago, we just used the graphing calculator because we had no other option. But today we're going to use algebra because algebra is awesome. So first thing we're going to do is get rid of that denominator. And again, our goal, I mentioned this in the last video. That's wrong. Our goal is to not touch the calculator until the last possible second. So that's a very popular thing in calculus, is just to do lots of algebraic manipulation. And so it brings us there. And maybe you're thinking about distributing, but it's going to be a lot more efficient if you just divide both sides by that 600. Now, if you're anything like me, you get a little bit annoyed having to rewrite this decimal 84 times on this problem, but well, you've seen worse. You can handle it. And so now it doesn't look too bad. We can just subtract 1 from both sides. And then you're like, well, might as well just divide both sides by 8. And I'm going to leave that as a fraction. Some people might choose a decimal. Fractions are better. Now we go back to the beginning of the notes where we have two options. I cannot rewrite 1/8 with a base of e, but we can log both sides. I'm going to move up here. And because it's base e, we're definitely going to choose the natural log, 0.1588t. You know, we should have done a copy and paste for that thing every time. Natural log parentheses 1/8. And so you know your special properties. You know that natural log and e are inverses, and so they undo each other. So we're getting super close. That's awesome. All right. And our last step is to divide by that funky decimal that's been bothering us every step here. So the time is the natural log of 1/8 divided by that decimal, 0.1588. Now, that's the perfect answer. But if someone was asking you, hey, how many months is it going to take? You wouldn't tell them what we have there in green. You would go ahead and use your calculator. Yeah, we'll go purple. That'll be fine. And I think the nearest 10th will be sufficient. And so go ahead and type that in. Okay, I said, yeah, 10th is fine. I guess it didn't tell us where to round. So we'll call that 13.1. And we do want to use the correct units because all those finance problems were in years. But models can take on different things, and this one's in months. So let's make this official right there. All right, thanks for listening if you did. Now, what you guys can do, the goal is going to be, here are 4 problems. Oh, those are the answers. Don't look at those. I guess I opened the wrong file. So we did post 4 problems for you to try, and after those 4 problems, here's a fun question. This used to be extra credit on the Algebra 2 test a long time ago. Maybe you want to try it, maybe you don't. But definitely go ahead and do the homework for lesson 3.4 day 1. Do the Math Excel and reach out if you have any questions. Have an awesome day.